Major hand over the parade to the parade 2IC. He's now taking his position, marching smartly to join up the members of the colors to take his position. Once again, let me bring in my civilian commentator to come in.
Thank you so much, my friend. As I was saying, for the purpose of today's event, why is military captain? I am civilian captain. Civilian Captain Mayowa Fagbongbe. Once again, let me welcome every one of us to year 2022 Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration, the grand finale. And as expected, the governor of Adale State.
That is the parade second in command, Captain Y.A. who has taken full charge of the command. Any moment from now, the parade second in command, Captain Y.A. will march on the officers to take their position in front of their guards.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the officers are marching smartly to take charge of their various guards. This indeed is beautiful to behold. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, today's occasion is all about the men and women of the armed forces who have laid down their life to ensure that our country is safe, and indeed, what greater honor can one have than to lay down his life for his colleagues and his nation at large. This celebration is organized annually to commemorate our fallen heroes who have paid the supreme price in defense of peace, unity and prosperity of our dear nation and the world at large. Many of these gallant heroes laid down their lives during the First and Second World War, the Nigerian Civil War, peace support operations, and various internal and external security operations, including the ongoing fight against insurgency, terrorism, banditry, and other forms of violence. Their ultimate sacrifices will never be forgotten, and as we continue to pray for the repose of their souls today, our hearts are with their families, and of course the best honor we can give to them is to resolve to live together in peace and unity as a people. Right there, any moment from now, the parade second in command will hand over the parade to the overall parade commander in person of Major A.H. Kasala.
That is the parade second in command, Captain Y.A. marching smartly to hand over the parade to the parade commander in person of Major A.H. Kasala. That is the parade second in command, Captain Y.A. Nuhu, who has just handed the parade to the parade commander, Major A.H. Kasala, and is marching back smartly to take his position as the commander of number 1 guard. That is the parade commander, Major A.H. Kasala, marching smartly to take his position as the parade commander for today. The overall parade commander, Major A.H. Kasala, has now taken charge of the parade. Distinguished invited guests, senior officers, ladies and gentlemen, I recognize the presence of Comrade Oladipo Abioye Peter, the chairman, Nigerian Legion, Osun State.
We also want to recognize the presence of the commanding officer, 402 Engineer Construction Regiment, in person of Major T. Ubegu. You are welcome, sir. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, any moment from now, the parade commander will march on the colors to the parade for the parade to be complete. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased or requested to rise while the color march onto the parade, while officers, master warrant officers, and warrant officers on uniform are to salute as a mark of respect to the color.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may we all rise as they march on the colors.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we also
recognize the president. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we also recognize the presence of the Commandant, Command Day Secondary School, Edem, person of Major D.S. Yakubu. You're welcome, sir.
We also want to recognize the presence of the commanding officer, 401 Engineer Construction Regiment, in person of Lieutenant Colonel A.M. Ahmed. You are welcome, sir. Also recognizes the presence of the Chief of Staff, Engineer Construction Command, in person of Lieutenant Colonel I.O. Irabo. You are welcome, sir. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the colors haven't marched onto the parade. The parade is now complete. The color is a very important ingredient in the parade of this magnitude. And on that note, at this juncture, permit me to hand over the microphone to my co-commentator, Lieutenant Puffy, to give us a brief history of the use of color.
Senior officers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to acquaint you with a brief history of the use of colors. Since the early days, man has fought behind recognizable symbols and colors which distinguish opposing sides during battles for the dual purpose of indicating their position and as a rallying point should the occasion arise. When armies were beginning to adopt a system of regimentation at the beginning of the 17th century, each company was allotted a color, a custom which persists till this present day. At this juncture, as we await the arrival of special guests of honor and other dignitaries, may I request the band led by Staff Sergeant Andrew Emmanuel to give us light music.
Into the Nigerian Army on 6 January 2004. His hobbies include jogging and watching of movies. He is happily married and blessed with 2 children.
The parade regimental sergeant major is Master Warrant Officer Makunjola Babatunde. He was born on 25th November 1968 and was enlisted into the Nigerian Army on 3rd July 1989 in Zaria, Kaduna State. His hobbies include dancing and listening to good music. He is happily married and blessed with 4 children, 2 boys and 2 girls.
The parade before you this morning is made up of 2 guards. Number 1 guard is to your left, followed by number 2 guard. Behind number 1 and 2 guard is the band, which is commanded by Staff Sergeant Andrew Emmanuel. Now the number 1 guard is made up of Nigerian Army personnel from Engineer Construction Command Ede. And number 2 guard is made up of personnel from Nigerian Air Force 209 Quick Response Group, Ipetu Ijesha. Behind number 2 guard is the Nigerian Air Force Regimental Sergeant Major Warrant Officer Apata OE. Number 1 guard is commanded by the parade second in command in person of Captain Y.A. Nuhu. Captain Yasser Aliyu Nuhu was born on 22nd February 1995. He is a member of Regular Combatant Corps 66. He has a bachelor's degree in civil engineering from the Nigerian Defense Academy. His hobbies include jogging, reading, and watching documentary. He is happily married.
His first sub-guard commander is Lieutenant A.Y. Agadagu. Lieutenant Andy Yellow Agadagu was born on 28 December 1990. He is a member of Direct Short Service Course 25. He has a higher national diploma in urban and regional planning. His hobbies include watching soccer, reading, and swimming. Lieutenant A.Y. Agadagu is single and sergeant.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to acknowledge the presence of the Secretary to the State Government and Chairman 2022 Armed Forces Remembrance Day Celebration Planning Committee in person of Prince Oluwole Oyebamiji. You are welcome, sir. This
check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Very senior officers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to announce the arrival of the Commissioner of Police of Osun State, CP Olawale Olokode.
Check.
You are welcome, sir. The second sub-guard commander for number 1 guard this morning is Lieutenant A.Y. Rimi. Lieutenant Abubakar Yahya Rimi was born on 25 October 1994. He is a member of Short Service Course 45. He has a bachelor's degree in architecture. He spends his leisure time drawing and watching football. He is single and searching.
The number 2 guard is commanded by Flying Officer D.Y. Tanko. Flying Officer Danlami Yusuf Tanko was born on the 23rd of January 1988. He is a member of Direct Short Service Course 27. He has a Bachelor of Science degree in accounting. His hobbies include playing football and basketball. He is happily married and blessed with 2 boys.
Behind him are 2 sub-guard commanders. The first sub-guard commander is Flying Officer L.O. Nwanzi. Flying Officer Linus Onyeka Chukwunwanzi was born on 15 December 1989. He is a member of Direct Short Service Course 28. He has a bachelor degree in electrical and electronic engineering. His hobbies include playing volleyball and listening to good music. He is single.
The second sub-guard commander is Flying Officer M.D. Nuhu. Flying Officer Muhammad Dasun Nuhu was born on 5th January 1996. He is a member of regular course 66 and holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Political Science and Defense Studies. His hobbies include watching soccer and playing volleyball. He is single and such.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the color before you is made up of 3 ensigns, 4 escorts, and the parade regimental sergeant major. The ensign to the national color this morning is Captain A.M. Ashiru of the Nigerian Army Engineers. Captain Alamin Mohammed Ashiru is a member of Short Service Corps 46. He was born on 24 December 1995. He has a bachelor's degree in civil engineering. His hobbies include playing football and watching movies. He is single and searching.
The ensign to the regimental color is Captain R.E. Fomyol of the Nigerian Army Engineers. Captain Ribetnan Ephraim Fomyol was born on 18th July 1995. And he is a member of Short Service Corps 46. He holds a Bachelor of Education in Building Construction and Technology. His hobbies include listening to good music and playing of football. Captain R.E. Fomyol is single and seriously searching.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are please reminded to adhere strictly to the protocol on COVID-19. The use of nose masks and social distance should be observed. The ensign to the Air Force Regimental Color this morning is Flight Lieutenant D.A. Shalangwa. Flight Lieutenant Daniel Ayuba Shalangwa was born on 19 August 1990. He is a member of the Short Service Corps 27. His hobbies: he has a bachelor's degree in physical education. His hobbies include playing volleyball and badminton. He is happily married.
Senior officers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the overall parade commander for today's parade is Major A.H. Kasala. Major Adamu Hamza Kasala was born on the 4th 1. His hobbies include jogging, reading, and watching documentary. He is happily married and blessed with a baby here.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are welcome to the new military center of Osogbo, venue for the 2022 Nigerian Armed Forces Day Remembrance Celebration.
The commissioners, sir, very senior officers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I announce the arrival of the Commander, Nigerian Air Force 201 Quick Response Group, Air Commodore C.O. Olayera. Nigerian Air Force 209 Quick Response Group, Air Commodore C.O. Olayera. You're welcome, sir.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are reminded that we have Defense Health Maintenance Limited behind the canopy. They are here to provide qualitative and efficient health care for troops, both serving and retired, of the armed forces and their family. Their vision is to become a leader in the healthcare maintenance organization and also act as a benchmark for healthcare of military men in the country. The Defense Health Maintenance Limited has offices in all states of the Federation. The Osun/Ekiti office is located at number 25 Ofatedo Street, Old Ede Road, Osogbo.
Distinguished guests, very senior officers, may I request the band to give us light music while we await the arrival of other dignitaries. The band.
Thank you, the band. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I want to remind you all that today is all about the unknown soldier, men and women of the armed forces who have laid down their lives to ensure our country is secured. The commander, sir, very senior officers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I announce the arrival of the Commander, Engineer Construction Command, Ede, in person of Brigadier General K.F. Suleiman. You're welcome, sir. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, of course, today we also celebrate our living heroes who are still toiling day and night to ensure our country remain united. And of course, those who have paid the supreme price in the defense of the peace, unity, and prosperity of our dear nation and the world at large. Many of these gallant heroes laid down their lives during the First and Second World Wars, the Nigerian Civil War, other peace support operations, including the ongoing fight against insurgency, banditry, and other forms of criminality. Their ultimate sacrifices will never be forgotten. As we continue to pray for the repose of their souls, our hearts are with their families and those they left behind. Of course, one of the greatest honor and respect we can give to them is to resolve as individuals and as a nation to continue to live in peace and unity. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, while we await the arrival of the reviewing officer and the special guest of honor, permit me to request the band to give us light music.
top government functionaries, you have started arriving, and of course taking your seats. Everywhere is cool, calm, and we are ready to receive the governor of the state of Osun. And by the grace of Almighty God, has never exhibited any modicum of tiredness in his quest, strenuous quest, at taking our darling state to an enviable height. Yes, the Deputy Speaker, the Honorable Deputy Speaker of the State of Osun Assembly, Honorable Simeon Femi Popola, who will be standing in for the Right Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Timothy, who is unavoidably absent. Yes, any minute from now, yes, Deputy Speaker is here to stand in for the Right Honorable Speaker. And of course, I can also see the majority leader, Honorable Maruf Otayewaju Ajibola Larijani, is also very much on guard to, of course, join forces with the Deputy Speaker to stand in for the Right Honorable Speaker on this very important epochal event. Right about now, we'll be having first the arrival of His Excellency the Deputy Governor. Deputy Governor will soon be joining us any minute from now. After taking his seat, here we'll be joining our distinguished bosses, service commanders, to, of course, receive our governor, our dynamic governor. Yes, today's event is very important when we consider the price, the supreme price, our fallen heroes paid for us to enjoy the unity, cohesion, and of course, phenomenal peace that we are presently enjoying. So we paid for it. And of course, our serving officers, they are still striving day and night to ensure that our dear nation is well secured. So while we are celebrating the fallen heroes, we are of course celebrating our living legends. Thank you so much. Let me hand over to my co-compere. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Moyowa. Once again, we are reminded that today is all about the unknown soldier, men and women of the armed forces who have paid the supreme price to safeguard the peace and unity of our nation.
The commander, sir, very senior officers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I recognize the presence of the Deputy Governor, State of Osun, Mr. Benedict Oluboyega Alabi. You're welcome, sir.
You are welcome, the Deputy Governor, State of Osun, Mr. Benedict Oluwagbeya Alabi. The Deputy Governor there just finished exchanging pleasantries with the dignitaries at the high table.
May I also recognize
while we await the arrival of the reviewing officer and the special guest of honor, the band should please give us light music. fight against insurgency, and also in northwest and other parts of Nigeria where men and women of the armed forces continue to fight banditry and other form of insurgency.
In addition to the Nigerian involvement in peacekeeping operations in the war, the country had the largest troop contingent support to the African Union mission in Sudan, and over 12 men of its armed forces were deployed to ECOMOG peace support operations in Liberia and Sierra Leone crisis.
Exactly. Over 12,000 men of its armed forces were deployed to ECOMOG peace support operation in Liberia, Sierra Leone, and other crises in West Africa. Indeed, in the year 2000, Nigeria contributed over 3,000 troops to peacekeeping mission worldwide under the umbrella of the United Nations, making her the second largest troop contributing countries after Bangladesh.
Between December 2007 and April 2008, Nigeria's troop support to United Nations operation increased with the sending of over 5,200 troops to go through that operation. Nigerian troops serving under United Nations mandates in different conflict theaters and increased to over 6,000.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Please, engineer, this mic is. Please assist in boosting the volume of this mic, please. By the grace of Almighty God, the governor of our Delhi State, His Excellency, Mr. Adegboyega Oyetola, is very much around.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind all that when the national anthem is being played, we are all to rise. Commission officers, master warrant officers, and warrant officers on uniform are to salute accordingly as a mark of respect to the national anthem.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ tí a bá ti ń kọ orin ilẹ̀ wa kí wá wà ní orí ìdíje dúró. Èyí ni àmì pé a ń bọ̀wọ̀ fún orílẹ̀-èdè wa. Ẹ ṣé.
Distinguished guests, very senior officers, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we have been waiting for. It is my great pleasure to announce the
watching OSBC Channel 32 UHF. At the same time, you are welcome to grand finale of year 2022 Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration. Today, Saturday, 15th January 2022. We are here at the new military service house in front of Osogbo House of Assembly, Bogoru, Osogbo. And you will recall that activities marking this year Remembrance Day started on 5th January 2022 with the launching of emblem at Banquet Hall, Government House, Ilobu Road, Osogbo. So also they had a Jumat service on Friday 7th January 2022 at Ataoja at Ojoba Central Mosque, Osogbo. Church service took place on the 9th January 2022 at the Christ Foundation Gospel Church behind Old Governor's Office, Osogbo. Why today is for wreath laying ceremony, and the program has started already because everybody they are already seated, including Mr. Governor Adegboyega Oyetola, Executive Governor of Osun State. Likewise, we have his deputy, Mr. Benedict Olugboyega Labib. So also, Right Honorable Timothy Oweye, Honorable Speaker, House of Assembly, Osun State is there. We have Honorable Justice Oyebola Adekunle Ojo, Honorable Chief Judge, State of Osun, and the Secretary to the State Government, Chairman Planning Committee, State of Osun, Prince Oluwole Oyebanji. They are all here with many dignitaries to celebrate today's occasion. We have the widows of the laying today here already. So also we have the Commissioner of Police, Commander 209 QRG Ikwetu Jesha, they are here. Commander ECC Royal Highness Ataoja of Osogbo and other royal fathers, they are here. Dignitaries from the nook and cranny of the state of Osun are already seated. The national anthem has taken place, so also the state of Osun. Any moment from now, prayer will take place by the Muslim leader, army imam, Christian leader, and army chaplain. And the laying rite and return to seat will take place after this. Right now, Mr. Governor is moving about to inspect the guards of honor. After that, burial party will take place. At this setup, dear viewers at home, I have the honor to let you know that you'll be watching this program on OSBC channel 32 UHF and on start time 113 and free to hear 502. So also on our radio station, you have the privilege to monitor what is going on here at the new military cenotaph in front of the State of Osun House of Assembly, Bogon Road, Osogbo, under the able leadership of Director General of Folahanmi Rashid, and so also the Director of TV programs, Lolade Igbarola, the Director Engineering, Oluwatoyin Owojaye, Adesoya Awodeji is here, and Bose Bangboye of radio programs, Tayo Fagboron is here. We have some other members of OSBC here. My name is Olushola Ayeshibola Tomakos. With me here is Abiola. She'll be telling you the proceeding in the Yoruba. Abiola.
Akí ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa tí ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ wa nílé àkúdédé àsìkò yìí. Ètò tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ ní ilé ìgbìmọ̀ ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ní ẹnu ọ̀nà gbogbo àti wọ inú ilé ìgbìmọ̀ ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Òun náà ni àyájọ́ ọjọ́ àwọn ológun tí wọ́n ti sùn ní ojú ogun. Tí a bá wo orí ìjókòó wa ń bí, gómìnà wọn ti wà níkàlẹ̀, igbákejì wọn náà wọ́n ti wà níbí. Àwọn ológun wọ́n ti yan bí ológun, àwọn ológun orí ilẹ̀, àwọn ológun ojú òfurufú àti àwọn afarajọ ológun gbogbo ni wọ́n wà ní orí ìjókòó. Àwọn ọba àlàyé àti àwọn èèyàn pàtàkì tí wọ́n jẹ́ òpómúlérò ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun wọ́n ti wà níbí. Mo ń kí wa wípé bí gbogbo ẹ̀ bó bá ṣe ń lọ, òun náà ni a ó máa jẹ́ kí ẹ̀yin èèyàn wá gbọ́ ní orí rédíò ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun 104.5 FM. Ní ibi Director General wa wọ́n wà níbí àti Director tí ó wà ní Ìgbọ̀nù bí ẹ ṣe ń gbọ́ wa ní wọ́n wà ní ibi báyìí. Ní orí àwọn ètò wa gbogbo kọ orin ilẹ̀ wa orí orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà àti orí orílẹ̀-èdè ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀ṣun. Ètò tí ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ yìí ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ọjọ́ karùn-ún inú oṣù tí a wà yìí nípa ìfilọ́lẹ̀ ẹ́ḿblẹ́mù. A tún lọ sí jímọ̀ ní ọjọ́ jímọ̀ tó kọjá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni a tún lọ sí ilé ìjọsìn ní ọjọ́ kẹsàn-án oṣù yìí. Ìṣèlú tá a ṣe lénìí yìí wọ́n fi rọ́ọ̀tì ceremony wọ́n fi lélẹ̀ ní ibi tí a wà yìí pẹ̀lú pé a ti kọ orin orílẹ̀-èdè àti orin ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀ṣun wa níbí. Wọ́n ti gómìnà wa wọ́n yẹ àwọn tí wọ́n yan bíi ológun wọ́n yẹ̀ wọ́n wò bí wọ́n ṣe dúró wámú. Ètò bí wọ́n ó gbàdúrà nígbà tí wọ́n bá gbàdúrà tán àwọn ètò míì náà wọ́n tẹ̀lé. Akínyìn èèyàn wa Abíọ́lá Adélakùn òun náà ni orúkọ tèmi jẹ́. Bó tún ṣe ń lọ òun náà ni a jẹ́ kí èèyàn kí ẹ máa gbọ́ lé.
At this junction of tradition, His Excellency, may I humbly request the governor to be accompanied by the Deputy Speaker, House of Assembly, State of Osun, the Chief Judge of the State, the Commander Engineer Construction Command, the Commander Nigerian Air Force, and the Commissioner of Osun State, take their seats in the pavilion of the renowned Sergeant of the Soldier for the next highlight of today's ceremony. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, is now marching towards the cenotaph where the speech will be made. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to observe a minute silence in honor of our fallen heroes. May we please all rise while we observe a minute silence in honor of our fallen heroes.
A military tradition. The last post is the bugle call that signifies the end of day's activities. It is also sounded at military funerals to indicate that the soldier has gone to his final rest. At Army Remembrance Day like this, the last post is one of the bugle calls, the military tradition that mark the faces of the day. The bugle is being played today to remember our fallen heroes, those who have fought in different wars and activities of Nigerian Army. The last post is basically the last right calling for the souls of our fallen heroes.
The last post here, very solemn and sober. The soldier, above all, prays for peace. For it is the soldier who must suffer and bear the deepest wounds and scares of war. That is by Douglas MacArthur. His Excellency, sir, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, next on our program is prayers for the souls of our fallen heroes who fought with their lives to keep the peace of our nation. The prayers will be conducted in this order. First, the Deputy Chief Imam Osogbo Mosque, to be followed by the Chief Imam Engineer Construction Command Central Mosque. Thereafter the Oscan Chairman Osogbo, to be followed by the Reverend Protestant Church Engineer Construction Command. Thereafter, the Catholics Roman Catholic Church Engineer Construction Command. And lastly, the Reverend Protestant Church NAV 209 Quick Response Group Ipetu Ijesha. May I now call on the Deputy Chief Imam Osogbo Central Mosque,
Sheikh Maruf Olawale Shula.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين. Give thanks to Almighty Allah. This opportunity, we are here last year, and we also give us an opportunity this year. May Allah continue with all of us. Our prayer will be in 3 segments. Number 1, for the deceased hero, may Allah forgive their sins and grant them eternal freedom. Àwọn tí wọ́n fi lẹ̀ lọ́mọ lẹ́bi lára ní ìlú. May Allah continue to shower His countless blessings and favor on every one of us. The second segment in our prayer, we pray for this state. Omi àlàáfíà ti ń bẹ nílùú yìí, Ọlọ́run ẹ̀jọ̀ dàrú. Ọba tó pé Mọ́kà àti Mẹ́dínà nílùú ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀, Ọlọ́run fi àlọ́kànbalẹ̀ nílùú yìí. Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n lè pinnu àwọn alágbádá tẹ́lẹ̀ fẹ́ dá omi àlàáfíà nínú ìlú, Ọlọ́run bá gbà wọ́n lọ́wọ́. The second segment we pray for our dear governor. We are here today. Last year we are here. By the special grace of God, we will be here next year. Ẹ̀yin láwọn ọba, àwọn aláwọ̀ ọba yìí. Gbogbo tí ní agbára ti fi máa fi yẹn sípò, Ọlọ́run bá fi sípò. Gbogbo agbára ti fi máa fi yẹn lọ́kàn balẹ̀, Ọlọ́run bá fi lọ́kàn balẹ̀. Níbi tá a bá ti mú ọlọ́kùnrin láti máa mú rẹ ni. Bàbá rántí àwọn tí wọ́n ti kú, ẹ̀jẹ̀ rántí àwọn táwọn láyé náà. Ọlọ́run má lè ní pàápàá, má ṣẹ́gun báyìí, bá a fi lọ́kàn balẹ̀. Bí a kò bisimilahi rahman rahim. Allahumma innaka ta'tana bi du'aika wa ta'tana bi ijabatika. Da'unaka kama mu'tada fa'ajibna kama mu'tada. Ya dhal jalali wal ikram innaka la tukhlifu al-mi'ad. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wassalamu ala al-mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Thank you, Sheikh Maruf Olawale. Next is the Chief Imam Engineer Construction Command, ED, Sergeant Aminu Yahaya.
Almighty Allah be with them in all of their creation. Anywhere they are, Almighty Allah, that may your Lord protect them.
Thank you, Imam. Next is the Osun State Christian Association of Nigeria Chairman, Right Reverend Amos Kayode Olu Ogunridi.
The Lord be with you. Let us pray. Our Father, our God, we thank you for this morning. Thank you for the gift of life. Blessed be your name, Jesus. Lord, we thank you for what you've taken to us to celebrate 2022 Armed Forces Remembrance Days. Lord, we thank you for what you have used these people. Because these people fought tirelessly to defend the unity of this country. They also fought tirelessly to defend this country from the attacks of enemies. At this time, Lord, we remember the family in the Lord. We meet their family in the mighty name of Jesus. The children, the wives, take care of them in the mighty name of Jesus. We also pray for this country, Nigeria, and let there be peace. And all the sentiments, Lord, let there be peace. Particularly, we pray for state, Lord, we pray. 2022 is a year of election. Let there be peaceful election in this state in the name of Jesus. Lord, take absolute control in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you because Lord, you have answered our prayers. In Jesus' name we pray.
Thank you, Reverend, for that concise prayer. Next is the Reverend Protestant Church of Engineer Construction Command Leading, Master Warrant Officer, Reverend Godwin Yakubu.
In Jesus' name we pray. Almighty God, we give thanks to you for your goodness and mercy on us. We are remembering the following heroes today. May their effort never be in vain in Jesus' name. Those of them still alive, give them long life and bless them with good health. Their family they left behind, bless them and give them the heart to bear the irreparable loss. Give all the security men and women victory. Give our country peace. Increase our leaders with wisdom, knowledge, to carry this country to the next high level. We pray all this through Jesus Christ our Lord.
Thank you, Reverend. Next is the Catholic Roman Catholic Church, Engineer Construction Command Leading, Master Warrant Officer Lucas Awolu.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty God, our Father, you are the source of all we have and are. We thank you today as we remember all the families of the armed forces of our great country, Nigeria. Merciful Father, we ask you to forgive the sins of our departed heroes that sacrificed their lives for the unity and oneness of this nation. Grant their souls eternal rest in your kingdom. And grant the family they left behind the grace that will sustain them forever. O Lord, our Father, bless and support the members of Nigerian legions and help the government to always remember them of their benefit. Bless members of the armed forces and other security agencies. Protect and guide them at the fight for the survival of this country, Nigeria. Give us victory over all the enemies of Nigeria. Lord God, kindly bless our president, the governor of the state, and all our leaders, the commander of Engineer Construction Command, with divine wisdom to always take right decisions. Bless our country, Nigeria. Keep us united in your love and your peace, and save us from chaos, anarchy, and doom. We ask this prayer through Christ our Lord, who lives and reigns with you in the unity of the Holy Spirit, one God, forever and ever.
Thank you, Catechist, for that all-encompassing prayer. Next is the Reverend Protestant Church of 209 Quick Response Group, Ibetu Ijesha, Corporal Reverend Agada Godwin.
Let us pray. Almighty Father, we thank you once again. We thank you for this unique day. It is set aside to remember our men and women who have served faithfully to defend the unity of our great nation, Nigeria. Father, we ask the Lord, you bless their soul. We ask the Lord for their wives and their children left behind. Lord, we pray that your blessings will be upon them. In the name of Jesus Christ. And for those who are retired and are still alive, we ask the Lord you also bless them with good health. In the name of Jesus Christ. We pray that, Lord, our nation Nigeria, your peace will reign. We pray for those in front line of battle. Give them victory. In the name of Jesus Christ. We also pray for Osun State. The Lord, you will preserve Osun State. The Lord, you will protect this state. And Lord, you will cause your victory and prosperity to reign upon the state. In the name of Jesus. Thank you, Abba Father, for in Jesus' name we have prayed.
Thank you, our religious leaders, for that resounding prayers. Of course, while we continue to pray for the souls of our fallen heroes, our greatest resolve is to continue to live together in peace and unity as a people. Your Excellencies, sir, very senior officers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, now is the laying of wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier, and it will be conducted in this order. First is the Governor, State of Osun, to be followed by the Speaker, State of Osun, ably represented by the Deputy Speaker. Next will be the Chief Judge, State of Osun, to be followed by the Commander, Engineer Construction Command. Thereafter, the Commander, Air Force 209 Quick Response Group, Ibetu Ijesha, and then the Commissioner of Police, State of Osun. Then His Royal Highness, the Antaoja of Osogbo, to be followed by the Chairman, Nigerian Legion, Osun State. And last but not the least, the representative of the widows of the unknown soldier. May I respectfully invite the Governor and his entourage to please move to the Senator of the unknown soldier for the wreath laying ceremony. Commander DI 209 Quick Response Group, Ipetu Ijesha, Air Commodore CO Olera, marching smartly to the streets as a mark of respect to our fallen heroes. them, the peace and unity we are enjoying today will not be possible.
Absolutely.
Your Excellencies, sir, very senior officers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, next on the program is 21 gun salute. May I use this opportunity to remind our guests and the general public not to panic at the sound of the gunshot. Let me now give the microphone to my commentator to give us the significance of gun salute.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Excellency, military tradition used to accord respect and honor to dignitaries. Generally, saluting is done using hand, sword, and howler. Other forms of saluting include the use of small arms and firing of artillery guns. Salute by military is an ancient ceremony which originated in the 17th century and involves the use of artillery guns to fire ammunition, usually blanks, to welcome important dignitaries or to commemorate anniversaries. Traditionally, gun salutes are presented to honor or welcome a foreign president or head of state. However, some countries have extended its use to cover royal birthday, marking a public holiday and independence anniversaries. Others include Ascension Day and state funeral of a late president. In Nigeria, gun salute is provided during Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration, inauguration ceremony, independence anniversary, and in honor of visiting presidents. Today, we shall witness the 21 gun salute in honor of our fallen heroes. Please be reminded that when the gun is fired, do not panic. Thank you.
Ìró ìbọn mọ́kànlélógún la máa gbọ́ báyìí 21 gun salute. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rù, ẹ má jẹ́ ká fòyà.
Place up at the sound of the national anthem, officers and warrant officers on uniform are to salute.
mission and vision demanded by the grace of God to be a very good manager of human and material resources. I have the honor and privilege to welcome His Excellency Mr. Adeboyega Oyetola, the Governor of the State of Osun. Deputy Governor of the State of Osun, very wonderful Lieutenant of Mr. Governor, His Excellency Mr. Benedict Olubeyega Alabi. I recognize former Deputy Governor for Adani State, an elder statesman, His Excellency Soko Adeleke Adewoyi. The records are over. Let me recognize the Speaker of the State of Osun House of Assembly, who is here ably represented by the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Simeon Femi Popola. I recognize, my Lord, the Chief Judge of the High Court of Justice, Honorable Justice Oyebola Adepele Ojo. You're welcome. Let me recognize the leader of the House, the leader himself, the State of Osun House of Assembly, Honorable Maruf Olayewaju Ajibola. Let me recognize, representing the Egbedo State Constituency, Honorable John Babatunde Pirogba. And of course, the Deputy Majority Leader of the House, along with that state constituency, Honorable Kunle Akode. Let me recognize the President's State Court of Appeal, Honorable Justice Rahim Akobe Shiyobola. Let me now from there recognize the Secretary to the State Government, who also doubles as the Chairman, Armed Forces Member States, Members Day Celebration Year 2022 Committee, set up by the State Government of Osun, Prince Oluwole Oyebamiji. I recognize you, sir. Let me recognize the Deputy Chief of Staff, Prince Abdullah Adeojubirio. I recognize you, sir. The Head of Service, Dr. Festus Oyebade. I recognize you, sir. And let me through him recognize distinguished members of the State Executive Council here present. I recognize our let me start from the Commander, Engineering Construction Command, and the Brigadier General K.F. Suleiman. I recognize you. I recognize the Commander, Nigeria Force 209 Quick Intervention Group, Ipetu Jesha. Here Commodore C.O. Olaya MNI. I recognize you. Let me recognize the State Commissioner of Police, CP Olawale Olokode. I recognize you. Let me move from there to recognize the State Director, Department of State Services, Mr. Bankole Alade. Let me recognize the State Controller, Nigeria Correctional Service, Mr. Olayewaju Amoro. Of course, I must recognize the Sector Commander, Federal Safety Corps, Corps Commander Paul John Okpe. Recognize the State Commandant, NSCDC, Commandant Emmanuel Ocheja. State Comptroller, Nigeria Immigration Service, Mrs. Priscilla Abdallah. Recognize, representing Nigeria Customs Service or Oyo Osun Command, Area Controller, Assistant Controller Odedeji Babajide. And of course, representing the Fire Service here, this great event, ACG Daramola Clement Taiwo. I recognize you. Let me now move from there to recognize our distinguished royal fathers, Baba bàbá wa tí wọ́n ń ṣojú kábíyèsí ọ̀nà ìrìṣà bàbá wa asọ́yà ti ilé ìsọ̀yà Ifẹ̀ ọba Adébánjọ Adédìní ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe kábíyèsí o bàbá wa kábíyèsí àtọ́jà tilẹ̀ Òṣogbo ọba Jímọ̀ Oyètúnjí Abídèmí Ọládìpẹ̀kun láàrin oyè the second ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe kábíyèsí o kábíyèsí ọwọ́ oyè ti ìmẹ̀sí ilé ọba Adémọ́lá Akínyẹmí ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe kábíyèsí o kábíyèsí aláṣípa ti àṣípa ọba Muftau Oyèkànmí ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe kábíyèsí o. Let me recognize our distinguished religious leaders, the representative of the camp chairman, Very Reverend Samson Oluwafeyitimi, and of course the camp PRO Reverend John Adeleke is also here. And representing the chief imam, the grand imam, the double imam, Sheikh Maruf Olawale Shola, I recognize you. Let me from there recognize our Yaloja General. Let me through Yaloja General recognize our Yaloja. Our Baba Loja. And we are all welcome, recognize to this great event. And of course, the celebrators themselves, the Legion Chairman, Comrade Oladipo Abioye Peter, and of course, I recognize you, sir, and all the Legionnaires. And of course, their spouses, our Yawo, Esho, and Olu. Thank you so much. I recognize other very top government officials who are here present. The women leaders of All Progressive Congress, they are here in their 9th member. I recognize you. I recognize the chairman, Amoteku Governing Board, Brigadier General Ademola Adeyemi, retired. I recognize you. The Corps Commander, Brigadier General Biodu Bashir Adewumbi, I recognize you. Thank you so much. I recognize other top government officials here present. I can see the first speaker of the State of Osogbo Assembly and former Attorney General. Wale Afolabi. At this point in time, when I'm moving straight to listen to His Excellency, as I have the privilege to welcome for Zimas, the Governor of the State of Osun, His Excellency, Mr. Adeboyega Oyetola.
Excellency fẹ́ bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ Oyetola mẹ́gbàgbé ságìrà tún rántí gbogbo wa lọ́ba alẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ò ní pẹ́ mọ́ Elliot mọ̀ ń bọ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tiẹ̀.
President, Constitutional Court of Appeal, Honorable Justice Rahim Shembola, other Honorable Justices that are here, SSG, the Chairman of 2022 Armed Forces Remembrance Day Celebration Committee, Prince Wole Oyebamiji, DCOS, Prince Adeyanju Minuyo, Head of Service, Festus Oyebade, other members of the Executive Council that are here, SS Security, other party escorts and leaders that are here, Chairman, Nigerian Legion, Osun State, Comrade Oladipo Abioye Peter,
CDA Area Council, other distinguished personalities that are here, our royal fathers, and our chiefs present, Kabiyesi Oni of Ife, ably represented by Asoya of Ile Soya, Oba Adetini Adebanjo, Kabiyesi Ataja of Osogbo, Oba Jimoh Oyetunji Olanipekun Laroye II, Owa Oye of Mesile, Oba Ademola Akinyemi, Alashipa of Ashipa, Oba Muftau, Oba Wale Oyekomi. I recognize all the other royal fathers whose names may not have appeared on this list. The legions and their wives, widows and widowers of our fallen heroes, other members of the planning committee, the Yalojas, I recognize you. Babalojas, I recognize you if you are here. Alaja Amawasi Made and Babaloja General Chief David Yola. All the several groups that are here, I recognize all of you. Oh yes. Oh yes, oh yes. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Oh mail. Oh mail. Simbio. NYC, I recognize you. Other distinct personalities that are here, I have General Adelibigbe, retired, and General Bashir Adewimbi, retired. Thank you very much. Security objectives, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to this very important occasion of the Armed Forces Remembrance Day set aside to commemorate and reflect on the sacrifices of our gallant heroes. It's a day of sober reflection, a day to consider the sacrifices of our soldiers who, in their quest for sustaining our unity and collective sovereignty, paid the supreme sacrifice to keep us one, united, and indivisible people. When on this day, over 50 years ago, the nation reunited in the pursuit of the shared goal of peace after a protracted civil war that lasted 3 years, it was to recommit to a new dawn of a nation that is both at peace with itself and refocused on its quest for territorial prosperity. That foundation was made possible through the monumental sacrifices of our armed forces, a rare breed of distinguished men and women who place us all first above their own security and safety. To these illustrious professionals who hold this annual commemoration. These are men who have fought gallantly for the sustenance of our collective peace and territorial integrity. From their exploits in the world wars, their peace support operations and fledgling internal security operations, especially as exemplified by their sustained combat against terrorism, they have made us proud and surmounted imposing mountains for our sakes. Therefore, today is just not a day for mere ritual. It is an opportunity for worthy retrospection. On behalf of the government and the good people of Adia State, we express our heartfelt appreciation to our fallen heroes and veterans who have laid down their lives and shown us an example of the highest ideal of a patriotic life. Through their lives and sacrifices, they speak to us eloquently that ours is a nation that is great, cherished, and worth fighting for. In their pains, they beckon to us to rediscover hope amidst the challenges that characterize today. Therefore, no one of us should find an excuse for giving up on this dearly beloved nation. All of us should resolve to give our all for the development of our continue to draw inspiration from their lives, knowing that the journey to a brighter future. Therefore, as a people, let us seize this day to recommit ourselves to the ideas of a nationhood that is reflective of the vision of our forefathers by taking responsibility to create a society that works for all, while thanking members of the armed forces for their immeasurable contributions to nation building. I, on behalf of our people, charge them to give more for our nation, knowing that no true and genuine service to humanity shall go unrewarded. As a government, we are fully committed to further encourage members of the armed forces through diverse interventions, and will continue to raise the bar in the provisions of qualitative governance in a manner that improves the living standards of our people. Once again, I celebrate all our gallant military men falling and living on this year's Armed Forces Remembrance Day, and pray for God's continuous blessing for the Nigerian Armed Forces, Nigeria, and our state. Thank you, and God bless you.
Excellency, the Executive Governor, State of Osun.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have almost come to the end of today's occasion. Any moment from now, the guest of honor and reviewing officer will return to the saluting days to receive the national salute one more last time before he departs. I want to remind us that we are pleased to rise when the national anthem is being sung, while commission officers, master warrant officers on uniform are to salute accordingly.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may we all rise, please.
His Excellency, dear, moving to the saluting days to receive the national salute one more time. And
may I also remind our distinguished invited guests to please rise, and all commission officers, master warrant officers, and warrant officers in uniform to salute accordingly as the national anthem is being played.
give thanks to Almighty God for grace given to us to see this beautiful day, and we have come to the end of this year's grand finale. Today, Rashid Folaromi, the Director for Engineering, Director for Programs TV. My name is Olushola Ayeshibolato Marcos saying, have a beautiful day and continue to enjoy OSBC.
Olúṣọlá bí gómìnà bí wọ́n ṣe bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ tán tí wọ́n sì ti fẹ́ rí níwájú àwọn ológun òun náà ló jẹ́ àṣekágbá ìrántí àwọn ọmọ ogun tí wọ́n ti sùn lójú ìjà fún ti ọdún 2022 yìí eléyìí tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ọdún 1970 adúpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run tó fún wa ní ti ọdún ìṣe tó sì jẹ́ kí ti ọdún yìí kó ṣe ojú wa ìyókù tún di àgbà iléeṣẹ́ OSBC ọ̀gbẹ́ni Abdulrasheed Fọláhànmí ọ̀gá tó wà ní ètò ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ Tóyìn Owójayé ọ̀gá tó wà ní ìgbọ̀nù bí ètò gbogbo ṣe ń jáde sáfẹ́fẹ́ lórí móhùnmáwòrán Jọládé Ìgbàrọlá àti igbákejì wọn ọ̀gbẹ́ni Adésóyè Àwòdèjì ọ̀gá tó wà ní ìgbọ̀nù bí ètò gbogbo ṣe ń jáde sáfẹ́fẹ́ lórí ẹ̀rọ rédíò Bọ́sẹ̀ Bámigbóyè àwọn tá a jọ iṣẹ́ pọ̀ Paul Onítì wọ́n wà níbí Táyọ̀ Fágbọ́rún Abdulateef Abíọ́lá Adélàfò olórúkọ tèmi jẹ́ àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ awakọ̀ wa tí wọ́n wà níbí tí a jọ ṣiṣẹ́ ń bì àtàwọn tó wà ní ilé agbára lọ́hùn Saheed Abdulkareem àti Samuel Babawale akínyó ìyókù tó dundun tó ń bọ̀.
Tô fez.